What makes a good politician? Policies, yes. Oratory, yes. But what about looks? For the longest time, leaders were supposed to look ordinary, like an average Joe. But that's not the case anymore. Today's politicians are splurging on hair and makeup, and the bills are eye-wateringly big. Germany has released some numbers. Their government has spent $68,000 on Chancellor Olaf Scholz's hair and makeup. $68,000, that's around 56 lakh Indian rupees on hair and makeup. We have 4 months left in this year, so expect that bill to increase even more. Now, hair and makeup is just one part of it. The total expenditure is much higher, around $1.6 million in 2022. Imagine that, $1.6 million for makeup, hairdressers and photographers. Now, before you ask, this is for the entire German government, not just Olaf Scholz. But still, it's a big number. Even Angela Merkel's makeup bill is borne by the government. She retired from politics in 2021. Since then, guess how much money Germany has spent on her makeup? Around $60,000. Private events, public events, it doesn't matter. The German government picked up the tab. What do the people make of this? The German Taxpayers Association has criticized the bills. They said it should be at a bare minimum, and yet nothing has changed. In fact, the bills are rising even more. The German government's makeup bill was 80% higher in 2022, 80% higher in 2022 compared to 2021. And Germany is not alone in this trend. World leaders apparently love their makeup. French President Emmanuel Macron is one example. He was elected to office in 2017. In the first 3 months, listen to this, he spent $30,000 on his makeup. That's around 19 lakh rupees in 3 months. So the next time you see Macron's youthful, wrinkle-free face, remember this, it costs $30,000. The whole thing triggered a backlash. Macron ended up promising to cut his makeup budget. His predecessor spent even more. That's François Hollande. He used to pay his hairdresser $10,000 per month. It's bad enough for most people. Even worse if you're a socialist leader. Donald Trump did something similar. He spent around $10,000 for makeup for his inauguration. But I must say, Trump got a better deal. He got makeup for himself and 20 of his aides. Ireland too had a makeup-savvy leader, Bertie Ahern. He was Prime Minister from 1997 to 2008. His makeup bill was released in 2006, around $100,000 for 4 years. In fact, Bertie Ahern was called the L'Oreal Prime Minister. We tried to find numbers in India as well. I'm sure you're thinking about those. Unfortunately, there is no public record. But the bigger question is this: why do leaders do this? Why do they spend tens of thousands of dollars on makeup? I'm sure the reasons are different for everyone, but press coverage is a common one. You have high-definition cameras following you. They can capture everything, a wrinkle on your face, a strand of gray hair, a pimple, all of it. So makeup is the only way to appear perfect, to look youthful on television. If you don't, the cameras will spot it. Look at what happened with Joe Biden earlier this year. People noticed some odd marks on his face, and immediately questions were raised. The White House had to clarify that the president uses a sleep apnea machine. Maybe Biden needed a makeup artist to cover it up. And let's be clear here, makeup is not the problem. People are free to use cosmetic products or employ hairdressers. It's their choice. The problem is, who pays for it? It's one thing to pay for a leader's motorcade or housing. It's another to pay for their makeup, especially when the bills are so high. In the US, women spend around $15,000 on makeup. That's over a lifetime. $15,000 in Indian money, it's around 12 lakh rupees. But some world leaders are spending as much in months. So clearly, it is excessive. We do need active and caring politicians. For that, taxpayers will pick up the tab. But if they want to splurge on looks, I'm afraid it's BYOM, bring your own makeup.